In today's video we're going to be diving back into my Borderlands 4, and for this one I'm going to be going over one of my absolute favourite weapons in the game. This right here in the background, I'm going to be showing you how to get hold of Rowans charge. This does a crazy amount of damage in the right circumstances. It's really fun to use, and it's also a great weapon that you can toggle straight onto if you need some really crazy boss damage. Now, in order to get hold of this weapon, you're going to want to head right up to the middle of the map, and the closest fast travel will be the frantic scroll. However, if you haven't done it yet, I would advise you definitely need to do a side quest. So if you haven't done it, you're going to want to head to this safe house over in Fade's district, and that's going to be Some Few Falls. Just up from here, there's going to be a side quest that you're going to want to get done. That's going to be by speaking to this lady, who's going to set you out on the quest, the gassy issue. However, if you have already done this quest, then you can head straight over to where I originally said, the frantic scroll location, and then just make your way down a little bit until you see this area and you know you're heading in the right direction. You're going to be on the map just around about here, and from here you're going to need to go all the way down to the bunker just a bit further down, the Iron Wall Resolve. However, the reason I said you need to get that side quest done is because it's going to be closed off, so if you haven't done that you won't be able to. In order to open it up, you're going to want to head over to this trash pile and pick up one of the canisters that's going to dissolve the armour on the door. Then you're just going to head up, make your way forward and throw it at the door in order to make your way inside. Once in here, it's actually quite an easy place to get through. You're just going to have to destroy or run past any of the enemies, till eventually you find one of these objects right here, a big glowing kind of cube that you're going to want to destroy. There's going to be two of these within the instance. One's going to be to the left and one's going to be to the right, so make your way through those areas, and once you have destroyed both of them you'll be able to make it into the central area that was previously walled off by a kind of shield. Then you'll be able to make it forward. Of course, there'll be some vending machines to prepare you, so if you need some ammo at this point you can restock on that. Then you make your way down into the instance, tackle the boss, and hopefully have a little bit of luck on your side. I think I must have fought this guy about 25 times before I got this drop, so let me know in the comments if you've had a much easier time than I did. But honestly, it's definitely worth it because it's one of the coolest weapons in the game. Now, the great thing about this weapon, this is a Torgue weapon, so it does some really good damage, and also it's got some pretty decent fire rate, especially if you switch to its secondary alternate fire. The perk on it is also really nice because it's going to give you an extra bit of crit, as well as giving you the chance to return to ammo to your magazine, and my one came with a few other modifiers. The main one that you'll be getting hold of will be this one right here. I believe all of them come with this, enabling you to do your kind of gyro jet stickies, which deal out a lot of damage and enable you to have a whole bunch of fun. The other two will be randomised, so it's down to a bit of luck. But if you got what I did, it could be pretty tasty, although I don't think this weapon's very good for the Jacobs, so hopefully you get a different variant instead of that. But overall, if you're trying to just decimate some bosses, this can be crazy good because it does some really good damage. The main thing you want to do on it though is to enhance its actual rapid fire, because you want to make sure you get as much damage out as possible in the timeliest fashion. Switching to its alt fire, I believe it's called Crank, actually means it fires a little bit faster, so that one's perfect. And honestly, after using this, if you start speccing into it, you can do a whole bunch of damage and have a whole lot of fun with this weapon. But yeah, as always, hopefully that's helped you out. The Rowans charge is an awesome weapon to get hold of. There's going to be a whole bunch more content away from me. For now, take care. I'll see you on the next day.